Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News.
Good afternoon. Bill Bryant and Barbara Bailey for WKYT. As the news continues at 12:30, light snow caused another slick start in parts of the area this morning.
Now, it's clearing off this afternoon, but we could see a repeat of light snow again tomorrow morning. We begin with WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris in the First Alert Weather Center.
You know, I think the timing is going to be the same with this next one, this next batch that's going to be rolling on through. The only difference is the area. And over toward the east right now, we're still holding on to that boundary, just not moving over the mountainous areas and still seeing that snowfall across the region. It's not much, but it is adding to some of these slick spots here and there. Now, as you go overnight tonight with these cold temperatures, we're only in the mid-20s. We'll finish off in the upper 20s to lower 30s this afternoon, and that'll aid into really getting some slick spots going on. I think it really kicks off around midnight. That's probably your best bet to see the bulk of this. Midnight to about 7, 8 a.m. And then this time it's going to be for the western zones. The western zones are west of I-75. That's kind of your dividing line to see some of this snow fly on through. Slick spots are really going to be the issue, and really our focus is going to be that, and not just tomorrow morning, but we're looking at more and more wintry chances as we go throughout the 7-day period. And I'll show you that coming up in your full forecast, probably about 10 minutes.
It seems to be the pattern for now, you know?
Oh, yes, it does. And more than 20 school districts delayed or called off this morning due to the slick road conditions out there.
Scott County schools operated on a 1-hour delay. The biggest problem there was black ice, especially in the northern part of the county. WKYT's Mark Barber is in Scott County now with our top story at 12:30. Mark?
Wet roads quickly iced over this morning here in Scott County. When temperatures started dropping, so did the snow. Crews say the roads are all clear now, but only because they dropped about 100 tons of salt on the slippery roads. Road crews tell us patches of black ice started forming at the worst possible time. Drivers were trying to get to work and students were trying to get to school. We're told most of the ice formed in the northeast part of the county. But on I-75, dispatchers say black ice caused 2 drivers to lose control and crash near mile markers 134 and 138. J.R. Brandenburg, the director of the Scott County Road Department, says he had 8 salt trucks out on the road. He tells us it was a long morning because the crew is still catching their breath after dealing with the 6 to 7 inches of snow that hit the county this weekend. While the snow was tough on drivers, road crews say black ice is much more dangerous.
You can't see it, you don't realize you're hitting it until it's too late most of the time. World's worst time for it to happen this morning at when the start of the commute. Temperatures dropped, like I say, and it creates a nightmare for people traveling.
Brandenburg says between the salt and the overtime, the icy roads most likely cost the road department about $10,000. But he says it was well worth it to make the roads safe for drivers. In Scott County, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you. And black ice is being blamed for causing a school bus in Madison County to slide right off of the road this morning. It happened just before 8 o'clock on Highway 1295. State police say the bus driver told them that he felt the bus lose traction after hitting a slick spot, and then he lost control. The bus, loaded with elementary students, ended up down an embankment, hitting a wire fence.
As far as this situation for us, it couldn't have been any better. A school bus loaded with kids, it could have been really, really bad for us and all those involved.
Fortunately, no one on the bus was injured. A spokesperson for the Madison County School District says the decision to hold school today was made early this morning when the roads appeared to be fine, but a drop in temperature created that black ice, and that's what the bus apparently hit on the road.
Well, a massive snowstorm is moving towards the northeast today. A blizzard warning is out for areas from New Jersey to Maine. The nor'easter is expected to dump 2 feet or more of snow, maybe even 3 feet in some places. Wind gusts could reach more than 50 miles per hour. Many areas have already issued travel restrictions. Airlines have already canceled more than 4,000 flights, including 3 at Bluegrass Airport.
A Fayette County judge overruled former lawmaker Steve Nunn's efforts to withdraw his guilty plea in the 2009 murder of Amanda Ross. Nunn claimed that his attorney, Warren Scoville, hadn't adequately explained the consequences of his guilty plea. He believed that a civil suit against him would be dropped if he pleaded guilty. He also claimed that Scoville had acted under a conflict of interest because Scoville's firm had at one point been named as a party to that civil lawsuit. The firm was later dropped from the suit. But this morning, Fayette County Circuit Judge Pamela Goodwine ruled that both of those arguments had no merit. Nunn can now appeal that decision. Add another official candidate to the field for Kentucky governor. Businessman Heiner filed papers this morning in Frankfort to run for the state's top office. The former Louisville council member joins Ag Commissioner James Comer and former state Supreme Court Justice Will T. Scott on the Republican side. Attorney General Jack Conway and Jeff Young are the only Democrats who have filed so far. The deadline to file for statewide office is tomorrow.
A breathalyzer that's been criticized for its accuracy in other states will soon be used by Kentucky State Police. 60 Intoxilyzer 8000s will be used in Kentucky jails starting in February. The Intoxilyzer 8000 has been controversial in Ohio, where a judge found the breathalyzer to be unreliable. Multiple police departments in Ohio were even told to stop using the device. Officials with the Kentucky State Crime Lab say that won't happen in Kentucky.
Or hearing on a DUI, and we don't want to put people or punish people, get them convicted for something if it's not real.
Now tonight at 6, a WKYT investigation. Find out why state police are confident the new breathalyzers won't be controversial in Kentucky. Well, breast cancer patients need to be more informed and help to identify children with behavioral problems.
Ebony Williams has the details in this Better Living report.
Research shows only 1 in 8 children receive proper treatment for behavioral disorders. Now the American Academy of Pediatrics is giving pediatricians a blueprint to help identify children at risk. They've issued a new report that gives guidance on how to better screen for disorders and intervene before problems become more serious. In an updated policy statement, the American Academy of Pediatrics says there may be some exceptions for compassionate marijuana use in children with debilitating diseases. But the group still opposes legal medical marijuana use and wants more research on how chemicals in marijuana affect children and teens. A new study shows many breast cancer patients need to be more educated about their condition. Researchers at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute asked 500 patients questions about their disease. Many women did not know the specific details on their tumors, especially Black and Hispanic women. Doctors emphasize knowledge is key so women can make more informed treatment decisions. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Ebony Williams, CBS News, New York.